Thanks for taking the time to talk to me today.
My pleasure.
All right. Did it take an unfortunate experience to teach you that you need to glue your pieces together?
Actually, no. I've been fortunate enough not to have many unfortunate experiences. I figured on the gluing just because I didn't want to risk it. Because the works are shipped all over the world, I want to make sure they show up in one piece. I found museums do get grumpy when they open up a box and it's just a bunch of loose pieces. So gluing, just make sure we avoid that situation.
Some assembly required.
Exactly.
Have you ever stepped on a Lego brick?
I have stepped on a Lego brick. And what joy! Just rushes through from your foot all throughout your body. Yes.
It's great.
It's pure bliss. That's what keeps me going at night. Some people drink coffee. No, I just sprinkle Lego bricks all over the floor, take off my shoes, and dance.
Perfect. Your artwork was the subject of a category on Jeopardy! Did any of the questions stump you?
My artwork was a category on Jeopardy! And just the fact that it was a category on Jeopardy! Was kind of surreal. I think the funniest thing that's happened is my parents were like, "Oh, now you've really made it." Like, I've been in museums, fine art galleries, but this is what, ordains the respect from the, "Oh, now you're on Jeopardy! So now you're real."
Oh yeah, not Stephen Colbert, but Jeopardy!
Exactly, exactly.
You've had the opportunity to work with the Mythbusters on one of their projects.
Sure.
Knowing their love of explosives, were you a little worried that they would change their mind and just try to blow the whole thing up?
I was kind of excited. It was really a fun job working with the Mythbusters. They are a class act, and they were really out there doing all their work. And we had a lot of fun playing with Lego for a couple weeks. So it was a really fun experience. And while I was on set, they did blow up a house.
Oh,
so I did get to see a house explode. So
that's their trademark.
Yeah.
Did you try other mediums before settling on Legos?
I did try other mediums before settling on Lego. I actually sculpted out of more traditional media for a while. I was doing some stuff out of wire. I did some stuff out of clay. I did a series of sculptures actually out of candy, which is like sculpting with Lego, in that it's additive sculpting, using little bits to create these larger forms. But I think I'm best known for my Lego sculptures. In the past few years, I have done some commissions out of bottle caps, out of chocolate bars, but I think Lego is what people know me for, and so I'll just stick with it. Plus, I own a few million Lego bricks, so I might as well keep using them.
What would your second favorite medium be?
My second favorite medium? That's hard I do like working with candy, but as a sculptor, I see a lot of challenges out there. There's nothing out there I feel like I can't do something with. I can create art anywhere I can see it. So I like when people bring me challenges like, "Hey, can you create a sculpture out of X or Y?" That's a fun challenge for me.
Your Lego model of the solar system includes Pluto. Have members of the museum attempted to convince you to remove the Nada planet and remodel your piece so it is to scale?
Members of the Lakeview Museum brought up Pluto within the first car ride from the airport. Now, we didn't get too much into detail as if I should remove it from my sculpture, but it did come up very early into our conversation. That's all I'll say.
That's all you'll say. Approximately how many bricks were used to make all the pieces in this museum?
6.
6 million.
No, just 6 bricks.
6
no,
million.
I actually don't keep track of how many bricks I use because it would be a bit monotonous. 1, 2, 4,778, and then you get lost and it would be sad. Average size, a life-size human sculpture is going to average 20,000 bricks, but it just depends on the size and the complexity.
What is the most elaborate piece that you've been commissioned?
The most elaborate piece I've been commissioned, well, I have gotten some random commissions over the years. I was asked to design a room for Extreme Makeover Home Edition, where I did, furniture out of Lego. I've been asked by Pete Wentz, Fall Out Boy, to do a wedding gift for his bride-to-be at the time, Ashley Simpson. These are random requests, and yet that's kind of what keeps me driven, is that I never know where the next project's going to come from. I'll take on these commissions from all over the world, and it keeps it exciting. And then, after I do a project for someone, a commission piece, I try and do one for myself. And a lot of the works that you see here are those ones for myself. This is what comes out of me, these human forms. you know, this is really me expressing my emotion. But the commission stuff is always exciting because it's exploring other people's passion.
And for the home makeover home edition, did any of the furniture actually support a human weight?
Oh, sure, yeah. I built an entire bed that the child slept in. You know?
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, kind of cool. Thanks.
You said that you've been a Beatles fan your whole life.
Time out. Could you imagine if I'd built a whole room and then the kid sat in the chair and it like collapsed? It would be the worst show ever. Yes, so you were saying?
Beatles fan, John Lennon.
So, yes. Anniversary of John Lennon's passing is the 25th anniversary was 5 years ago last December, and at the time I wanted to do something to kind of commemorate it, and I did this piece that was kind of a shadow piece. At the time I wanted people to feel like they could kind of pass through the piece. Now we don't encourage people to put their hands through the piece here at the museum, but that was the idea, is that, you know, you could kind of pass through it and kind of be one with the universe a little bit. And the greatest thing about that piece was that Yoko Ono did send me an email saying how much she liked it, which was very kind.
Has music affected your art any other way?
Sure. Well, actually, recently I was trying to come up with a piece that would kind of inspire kids to look into music, and I ended up building a life-size cello out of Lego. And actually, there's a YouTube video where I've done a time lapse of me building it. So that was a fun piece that, you know, it was exploring, you know, just a cello in general. I didn't play cello, so I was learning a lot about how a cello works and the shape and size, and you know, and actually I put on real cello strings onto the Lego structure, and it sounds great.
I'm sure. Did you learn to play the cello?
I learned to play the Lego cello.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.